We have put together the top 30 Theme Team All-Star cards released in today in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. But before we get into that, I want you guys to be aware of how these abilities and cards work, because the normal Theme Team cards, not the out-of-position ones, are getting their tier 3 and 4 ability buckets all for 0 AP apart from a few abilities. So for the most part in this video, I will be disregarding certain positions like defensive back a lot of the times, because they do not get deep zone KO as far as I'm aware. For 0 AP, they'll only be able to get deep out zone, as well as quarterbacks, because, well, they're only going to get 2 discounted ability buckets, and that just isn't up to par with what we have at quarterback already in game. But let's get into it, starting at number 30, and I'll help you guys go along the way with the ability buckets, or what I assume the ability buckets are going to be. But Travis Etienne comes in at number 30, stock 99 speed. That's pretty much all you need to know about Etienne. You'll be able to get evasive, tank, bruiser, all for 0 AP. Next up, we got our first linebacker on the list. Remember, linebackers can get lurk artist, mid-zone KO, and I believe tackle supreme, all for 0 AP. You're going to be able to choose 2 of those. Drew Tranquil, though, 6'1 or 6'2, not the tallest linebacker, but 97 speed. Hits a good zone threshold of 94, also 90 block shed. At 28, we got Kenneth Murray Jr. The only reason he's above Drew Tranquil, he is 1 inch taller, I believe, at 6'2 to Drew Tranquil 6'1, and he's +1 speed. Our first out-of-position player to come up next is JC Latham, the tight end. He's going to get post-up built on for 0 AP, as well as secure protector for 0 AP, and nasty streak. Also backyard tight end for 1 AP. Just an all-around really solid blocker. If you're dealing with 6'1 and they got edge foot elites on the outside, and you find yourself blocking your tight end and they getting shedded instantly, JC Latham is a great counter for that. The first 99 on this list, and probably a little bit earlier than you thought, Ed Too Tall Jones. You guys know how I feel about tall wide receivers. They just attract zone KOs and knockouts, so he was never going to be too high on this list. But the other thing is, his abilities just aren't that good. Yes, he gets jukebox tank for 0 AP, built on red zone threat, but his route technician, which is probably the most important ability other than evasive, is 1 AP, and the receivers later on in this list are going to be getting it for 0 AP, so that's why Ed Too Tall Jones is a little bit lower on this list than you probably thought. JC Horn is up next, one of the only defensive backs from the standard Theme Team cards. 99 speed stock, should be able to get deep out zone and mid zone KO for free. Can slap on the pick cards for 2 AP and will be a solid outside corner. Really, all defensive backs from the normal Theme Team cards won't be able to play deep safety because they're going to need deep zone KO. So DBs are going to be primarily slot corners and outside corners. At slot, you give them mid zone and flat zone KO for free, so that's not too bad. But JC Horn makes the list. And right in front of him is Rasul Douglas. 1 less speed, but I believe he is 1 inch taller. Simply the reason why Rasul Douglas comes in ahead of JC Horn at number 24. Alex Anzalone, 97 speed. I believe he is 6'2 or 6'3, so he's got a little bit more height to him. Definitely not a pass rusher, definitely all coverage. Lurk artist, mid-zone KO, definitely going to be the stack I want to put on him. Our first defensive lineman at number 22, it's the vet, Cam Hayward, and they actually gave him really good speed for typically a player you would think is a little bit slower. Great power move, great block shed. I think the best abilities for him or any defensive lineman in this video, at least the standard ones, edge shred elite just to get the under pressure, or just under pressure in general for 0 AP, combined with maybe a tackle supreme will be the best stack for him. Very underrated card, one of the better, and I would play him at D-tackle in the game. At 21, we've got Kayvon Thibodeau. Now, he, I believe, is 6'4", so he's a little bit taller. I don't really know exactly where I would play him at, maybe a coverage linebacker because of his height. Again, lurk artist, mid-zone KO, you should be able to get on him for 0 AP, but also can rush the passer as well. Probably a really good outside linebacker in 6'1". Cracking the top 20 is out of position Vince Wilfork, and just the problem with him, man, and it's the quarterbacks really all in this video, they just don't get enough passing abilities or the greatest pass abilities or not enough discounted ability buckets. So Vince Wilfork, he gets escape artist built on for 0 AP. That is fun and all. The problem is escape artist as an X factor and now as an ability, it just isn't that good. You can already roll it with your quarterback. He's got 98 speed. He doesn't need escape artist, but it's a fun card nevertheless. But he also gets roaming deadeye for 0, set feed lead for 1, master tactician for 1. You could choose jukebox as well for 0. You can choose 2 of those to be in the tier 5 and tier 6. It's just going to cost an arm and a leg, and there's just better quarterbacks already in the game now. He's along with all these cards, really, except for the LTDs, they shouldn't be that expensive. But we'll see. Vince Wilfork, though, yeah, just a little bit, not underwhelming, because he's a still really cool card, but just he's not going to be better, or he's not going to be anywhere near the top 5 for quarterbacks in the game. And then Johnny Manziel at number 19, it's pretty much the same story. The only reason why I have him above Vince Wilfork, the run and gun built on is just a better ability than escape artist. He also is going to get master tactician for 1 AP, Gunslinger for 0, Pass Lead Elite for 1 AP, and Trust for 1 AP. So you have a little bit more variety in those abilities, be able to choose 2 of them. But again, the problem with these quarterbacks, if they don't have that 3, like the 3 discounted buckets, is like for Johnny Manziel, you're not going to be able to get Roaming and Gunslinger unless you choose, or I believe you're just not going to be able to get it all together because they're only in the, I think, the 3rd bucket on quarterbacks. They're not in the 3rd and 4th bucket. So, or you're going to have to choose Gunslinger as one of the discounted abilities, and that means you're going to have to pay for Hot Route Master or Set Feed Lead / Pass Lead Elite. So they're just constricted. Pretty much quarterbacks moving forward for the game, they need to have 3 discounted buckets for them to be able to compare to Andrew Luck, Lamar Jackson, Chad Powers, etc. So that is why Vince Wilfork and Johnny Manziel are both a little bit lower than you probably thought they'd be. At number 18, we've got Michael Penix Jr., I believe the highest or the 2nd highest rated running back on this list. 97 speed stock. He's going to get 3 discounted abilities, or 3 0 AP abilities, just 1 more than the standard running back for the Theme Team All-Stars. Running back Apprentice, I believe that is, built on for 0 AP, and then you get an Energizer and Evasive for 0 AP. So Michael Penix Jr. comes in at number 18. We've got some wide receivers to run off. At 17, we got Romeo Dubs, 99 speed. I believe he is 6'1 or 6'2. Next up at 16, we've got DJ Moore. A little bit more aura with him, you know, a little more established wide receiver. Only 98 speed stock, but you'll be able to get him to +1 speed, I think, pretty easily within this promo. And then finally, at 15, we've got Devontae Smith. He's got 99 speed stock. He's got that perfect, like, skinny player model build. Will be great at evading the KOs. The only tight end to make the list at number 14 is Mark Andrews, 97 speed stock. Jukebox built on. The big thing, route technician for 1 AP, one of the only tight ends to get that for 1 AP. Weirdly enough, we got no tight ends altogether in the normal Theme Team All-Star cards. Otherwise, there would have been one for 0 AP and would have been higher than Mark Andrews. But hey, Mark Andrews is the only tight end to release within this drop. Also 95 run blocking, really, really good there. Up next, we got Boy Mafe at 13. This is a sleeper card. 97 speed stock. 99 finesse move also with 91 block shed. He's 6'4", I believe. And again, lurk artist, mid-zone KO on linebackers for the Theme Team All-Stars. Very, very underrated. Gonna hopefully be, well, not a budget, but a very underrated linebacker. And right above him, we've got 97 overall Bradley Chubb. You're able to earn him through the field pass, I believe. 1 less speed, around the same height. I believe he's 6'4 or 6'5. Just a little bit better rushing the passer, better block shed. So yeah, Bradley Chubb comes in at number 12. Keeping with the theme of outside linebackers, we've got Frank Ragnow. Now, he's 6'5", 95 speed, lurk artist built on, mid-zone KO for 1 AP, and then tackle supreme, or I believe secure tackler for 0 AP. So gets that 1 extra discounted ability compared to the other linebackers. Again, out of position, Frank Ragnow going to be a solid player at linebacker. And cracking the top 10, we've got the daily, or not the daily login, the welcome pack item. You're able to upgrade him with the coins, the Team Remix coins, alongside the other cards that you can upgrade to 99 overall. He does get Secure Protector for 0 AP alongside Post Up for 0 AP. I believe that's the first card in the game to get that. Nasty Streak for 1 AP all day for 0 AP. Might be the best offensive lineman in the entire game. At number 9, we've got Khalil Mack, the highest rated, just standard Theme Team All-Star card. 97 speed, 99 block shed, 99 power move. Just an all-around great pass rusher. Again, I'd put on probably lurk artist and edge threat elite for Khalil Mack, and he will be a top pass rusher in the entire game. The house rules reward OBJ comes in at number 8, 99 speed stock. Great height, I believe at 5'11 or 6 foot. Evasive built on for 0 AP. Gets route technician for 0 AP, as well as runoff elite, I believe, for 0 AP. Those are the abilities I'm probably going to run on him. OBJ is a top receiver in Madden 24. Now begins the run of out-of-position cards. At fullback, number 7, Trent, or number 7 on the rankings, Trent Williams. Now, I don't really know where he's going to play, right? He's got running back apprentice built on for 0 AP, 97 speed. The reason he is so high up, he gets Vanguard as an ability for 1 AP. Yes, Vanguard. The runners are going to love him. Trent Williams, he had to be high, even though I'm probably not going to use him because I don't know where I would even play him. But Trent Williams had to make the top 10 for me. At number 6, we've got the 6'6" Kyle Pitts playing cornerback with 98 speed stock. His built-on ability is Pick Artist for 0 AP and his tier 5 and 6 ability buckets. Deep outzone KO for 0 AP, mid-zone KO for 0 AP, flat zone KO for 1 AP. So I would personally gonna have to play him at outside corner. Deep outzone KO, mid-zone KO, and Pick Artist, that, you know, combo for only 0 AP. And then you could add flat zone for 2 AP, I believe, in the tier 4 bucket. So one of the best corners in the game, man, and he's not the only one. Because next up, we've got another defensive back, and he's just taller and a little bit better. It's 94 overall Joe. Oh, yes, the offensive lineman got a defensive back card. He also is going to get Pick Artist for 0 AP, but he gets deep zone KO for 0 AP and mid zone KO for 0 AP. So He's a little bit more versatile. You could play him at outside corner and now safety, in my opinion. And he's 6'8". He's 2 inches taller than Kyle Pitts. Yeah, this is a top 3 non-Avalanche, I would say, defensive back in the game. And to end the defensive back run at number 4, we've got Harold Carmichael. Very similar to Joe Altman. He's going to get pick artist for 0 AP, mid-zone, or pick artist built on for 0 AP, and then his tier 5 and tier 6 deep zone KO, mid-zone KO, secure tackler, all for 0 AP, and then flat zone KO for 1 AP. Again, he, I believe, is 6'8", so same height as Joe Alt, just, you know, probably moves a tad bit better because of his player model, as well as his just zone coverage, hit power, and just overall general stats are higher than Joe Alt's. Coming in at number 3, we've got running back William Page. Remember his golden ticket from Madden 22? This card gonna be pretty similar in terms of just overpoweredness, I would say, as a running back. And yes, you are seeing that correctly. That is Freight Train built on for 0 AP, so essentially an Angry Runs-esque ability, but not as an X Factor. You have it on for all game, and it's 0 AP. The only downside with William Perry, the only downside, now he does get evasive, energizer, tank for 0 AP, backyard running back for 1 AP. He's not going to be able to juke because he's so heavy, but I don't think that matters because all the Angry Runs running backs are 1 AP, and they're all an X Factor that either can get zapped if they're a Combine 1, or they're on and off like a Golden Ticket 1. I'd have to believe William Perry is going to be the best running back moving forward. Next up at number 2, we've got the LTD Micah Parsons. Don't expect this card to be very cheap when it is released. Outside linebacker, and is the second unstoppable force. X Factor as an ability for 0 AP. Also gets double 32 team games. I believe all actually LTDs do get that. Tier 5 and 6 ability buckets. Lurk Artist, Midzone KO, all for 0 AP. Avalanche as well for 0 AP, so another one of those Avalanches. So he actually has 2 X Factors as abilities. This card, very overpowered. Tackle Supreme for 1 AP, gonna be probably the best pass rusher in the game. And coming in at number 1, you guys probably were waiting to see where this card was. The Jordan Mailata out of position middle linebacker. He is 6'8". 6'8". Built on ability is going to be Lurk Artist, and then his tier 5 and 6 Avalanche for 0 AP, Mid-Zone KO for 0 AP, and Enforce Supreme for 1 AP. And he's got 98 speed, 99 hit power, 99 block shed. I don't think this card has a weakness. Maybe his man coverage is very low, but for right now, he's pretty much just a taller version of either Ray Lewis, better than the Calvin. Like, he is, I think, the best card in the game. I think he's the best card in the game. Yeah, he's just a 6'8" version of Ray Lewis. Like, the only thing holding Ray Lewis back, you would say, really was his height. Jordan Mailata's got that, and he's got the speed. I don't know, man. I think this card, there has to be something in the stats that makes this card or nerfs this card, because otherwise, we're looking at, like, seriously, and like, how are you going to get better than this middle linebacker? How are you going to get better than 98 speed, 6'8", and gets all the abilities, plus Avalanche, my favorite ability in the game right now to use. It's just fun for 0 AP, man. I don't know. I don't know where we go wrong with this card, but hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Put down below the cards you guys are picking up today for the Theme Team All-Stars. By the way, this is a 1-part drop. Part 2, I believe, is next Thursday, so we're probably going to have another ranking of this next Thursday for the cards that release, and we'll have to see what EA has up their sleeves because they actually release some goddamn good content. I'm excited to hop on Madden today. Let me know down in the comments again your favorite cards, the ones you're picking up. I will see you guys all next time. Peace.